This delicious pot of goodness on your screen is called groundnut soup. So I will be teaching you today. Your kitchen big sister will be teaching you today how to make groundnut soup. So on your screen here, you can see the display ingredients: scotch bonnet pepper and habanero pepper. My protein, which is beef, beef and chicken. I also have pomo. I also have bouillon cubes, and I also have pumpkin leaves, which is also called ugu in Nigeria. It's called ugu. And then I also have stockfish. I also have raw groundnut and the rest, and palm oil, onions and the rest. So yeah, permit me to say this is one of the most chaotic video I've ever made, because I was actually filming and then cooking at the same time on my own. So yeah, but just pay attention, you'll get every detail you need to get. So here in my empty pan, I've already added my protein, and I used my habanero pepper because this is the way I like to steam my meat. This is the way I like to boil my meat. I like to use pepper to boil my meats, especially my famous habanero pepper. If you have been on this channel, you know that I love habanero pepper a lot. So after allowing the meat to steam, that is produce its own water, I added boiling water to it and added my stockfish, so they will be boiled together. Of course, we know that stockfish is tough, so I added it so they can boil together. So along the line, I added my cow skin, which is also called pomo. I added it here. I didn't add it from the beginning because I don't want it to be too tender, because pomo, we all know that pomo is already partly cooked, so that's why I added it along the line. So I stay in between. I checked how long, I checked if it's properly cooked. I checked if it's properly cooked. So I think the meat was cooked for about 10 minutes, if 10 to 15 minutes actually. So on the side, I already have my raw groundnuts, of which I air fry and blended, and I took out all the protein, leaving only the beef, because the beef is still tough and the chicken is already tender, because I use soft chicken for this soup. Then I added palm oil into my meat stock, and then I added my blended groundnut. What you can see me pouring into the pot here is blended groundnut, of which I added, and I closed my pot and allowed it to boil for 3 minutes. And then I stir to confirm that the whole blended groundnut has been melted into the fire. So I didn't use too much oil for this particular groundnut too, because we all know that groundnut is already oil based. So I added my crayfish here, and it boiled for a bit. And then I added my pumpkin leaf, of which is also known as ugu. I added a generous quantity. If you notice here, you notice that the groundnut soup is not thick, and this consistency is just perfect for me, of which you can make. If you want it thicker, you can add more groundnut, but you bear in mind that even after you switch off you bring the soup down, you will notice that it will thicken more. So here I'm adding my kpanla, having my stockfish, my roasted kpanla here, of which I don't know what the English name is, because I noticed the one I got from the market is not properly smoked, like it's not strong, so I had to add it in between so that it will not scatter. That is why. If not earlier, I was supposed to have added it earlier than now. Then I added my fried chicken, and then I stir, and then add the rest of the protein, which is my pomo and everything. This is just like a very quick, lovely, tasty recipe. Like, it's faster. I think this is even easier and faster than even egusi soup, and it's almost the same process. Come to think of it, trust me, I promise you that this pot of goodness right here is something that you really, really will not want to do without. So here you can see, just look at this beauty. Take a moment to appreciate this beauty you can see right in front of your screen. So tell me, guys, now here the soup is ready. So tell me what you'll be pairing this pot of goodness, this delicious pot of goodness of groundnut soup. Tell me what you'll be pairing it with. We'll be using fufu, we'll be using pounded yam, we'll be using eba. I actually paired mine with semo. Yeah, so guys, this is just on a growing YouTube channel. Don't forget to support your kitchen big sister. Remember, I'm your kitchen big sister for a reason. Thank you.